I can see Rachel. America, home of the free, land of the brave.
I grew up in a small town. I've lived in a small town my whole life. That makes me real. And see this dirt in my hands? This is good American dirt. You know, I may not have a lot of book smarts, but I do have common sense. My common sense tells me that Mark Davenport is the guy for me. Davenport is the name of a city in Iowa. You can't get more American than Iowa. It's right in the middle. Mark Davenport, American. And that opponent of his, Christy Martin, let's just say she follows a different flag.
Join us now for a 30-minute piece of investigation. Christy Martin, or should I say, Christy Martin.
Oh oui, Christy Martin, Léon, France.
I don't even know what that person just said, but I can tell you one thing. She said it in French.
I said I remember Christy Martin. She was born on my hometown of Léon, which is in France.
You know, I may be a simple person, but I just don't see how you could be born in France and call yourself an American. It ain't right, and frankly, it ain't American.
Join us now as we explore the controversy of Martin's true origins.
Wow. I thought her grandfather was a hairstylist.
Right.
Doesn't that mean she was born in America?
I don't know. I don't really care, actually.
But what's the truth?
The truth is that I'm entitled to my own opinion about what I believe is true, okay? That's how it works. Maybe she was born in France. I don't know. I can't be expected to do research into this stuff. And besides, I didn't say she was born in France. Rise Up Presley said she was born in France.
Don't you control Rise Up Presley?
Can anyone control anything? I mean, yes, I am the president of the Board of Trustees. I also happen to be all 4 members of the Board of Trustees. But still, it has its own momentum. Now, while we let this French thing marinate, we move on to phase 2.
Phase 2.
It comes after phase 1, Einstein. Try to keep up. We attack Christie's main strength.
Right, but what's her main strength? Her complete annihilation of Mark in the debates?
No.
Oh, the series of terrible gas marks made on the campaign trail.
Those are all really good reasons why she's beating the pants off you.
Oh, the puppy killer thing.
No, the real reason.
Her superior intelligence and charisma. Carl.
No, the real reason is that she's a lot hotter than you. Now I know, people aren't voting on looks. Right, no one votes for a candidate just because they look attractive. And I've got a great bridge over a volcano, I can tell you.
So, I get a makeover.
Yes, I've been wanting to do a makeover on you for a while now. You know, like a romance thing, you know, like football.
If you don't get a makeover, you get a girlfriend.
Yes!
Not you.
Dang it.
I don't get it.
Have you seen Grease? How many attractive girls are there in Grease?
1.
How many attractive girls are there in Grease too?
1.
You've seen Grease too.
I get lonely.
My point is, the public can only conceive of one attractive woman at a time. You get a hotter girlfriend than Christy, and they'll stop paying attention to her.
Okay, in that case, how do I get a girl like that to like me?
2 words for you. Kim Kardashian.
Haha, yes!
S.
Huh?
We find someone like that. Correction, we hire someone like that.
You know when you were a little kid and people tried to tell you right from wrong? Yeah, I had this gnawing feeling in my stomach, this empty spot where my soul should be. I guess I felt like a politician.
Well, well, well. Looks like the little doggy found a big bark. I was born in France. Is that the best you can come up with?
I didn't come up with it. Rise Up Presley did. They're an independent political action committee with an unlimited amount of money I have nothing to do with whatsoever.
You don't scare me, Davenport.
Good, then it will be so much sweeter when I win.
Ha.
Ha ha.
Ha, ha, ha.
Laugh much?
When I'm done with you, you won't be able to run for treasurer of the Spanish Club. You think one ad can stop me? You think insinuating that I was born in France is gonna crack my support?
Yeah, I'm probably still voting for Christy.
The French chick? You will rue this day, Davenport. think it's time that this school had new leadership? Leadership that provided a way forward. A way forward to, when you think of the problems in this school,
Frère Jacques, dormez-vous,
answer girl.
Stunning, simply stunning. Well, we here at Action News One are committed to uncovering the truth in the sometimes muddy arena of politics. So we've invited Christy Martin to address these questions herself.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
Christy, our recent polls have shown that your support has slipped to just 80% 1 week ahead of the vote. What do you think is causing your fall?
Well, my opponent is engaging in the oldest trick in the book, spreading lies.
Pretty harsh words.
Well, it's true. I was born in America, and frankly, it is very hurtful to have to defend myself against this kind of attack. I don't run around saying Mark Davenport was born in Cuba or something. I mean, even if there were a rumor that he was from Cuba and his real name was Mark Castro, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't repeat that, because it doesn't bear repeating, you know? Who cares if there's a few fishermen in Florida who can vouch for the fact that his family came over on a raft and he still sends money home each month to his spiritual godfather in Cuba? But I don't make those accusations, even though they're out there, even though they might have their own merits.
So, are you saying Mark Davenport was born in Cuba?
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying other people said that. Who knows if it's true, but there's definitely a segment of the population that believes it.
Wow.
But like I said, I don't want to run a campaign like that. We're better than that. We're Americans. Well, at least I am. I do know for a fact that he takes Spanish classes, so read into that what you will. But I'm not going to read into that.
Well, we here like to present both sides, so I've invited an unhinged conspiracy theorist to present the other side. Welcome, Miranda.
Hi there.
Welcome. You're looking great.
I spend a lot of time in my bunker. Sorry, I don't spend much time amongst people, so I can't modulate.
Too loud again. Well, you are one of the leading proponents for the France controversy.
I am.
And since we're fair on this network, we're going to give you a chance to air your case of why you think Christy Martin was born in France.
It's obvious. Why should she even deny it? The more she denies it, the more I think she has something to hide.
I'm denying it because it's not true.
Hey, you had your chance to speak. It's the crazy woman's turn.
I mean, what's so wrong with being French? I like French fries. They have some body odor issues, but other than that, I tend to enjoy French people.
Can I address that?
No.
Okay, and moving on to my next point, do you ever see those marks in the skies from planes?
We're getting off the point here.
Done by NASA, seeding the atmosphere, trying to make it extra hot.
Well, there you have it, folks. 2 viewpoints. What's the truth? Who can say?
I can say.
Let's go to our expert analysis, Chip. Chip, you're not prejudiced by having any of the facts. What do you think?
Well, I really want to be fair about this. I'd say the truth is somewhere in between. Maybe she wasn't born in France. Maybe she was born in the Atlantic Ocean. Has anyone considered that she might be a mermaid? Not that I have anything against mermaids.
What was that? That crazy Miranda woman.
Oh, she's an actress. We hired her.
Isn't that a little shady?
Your Super PAC hired a mysterious actress to spread lies about the opponent. What would be shady about that? Totally in bounds. Now, time to make some crazy videos and make sure they go viral. Here are my ideas. We have a baby, spit at her.
You know, Sherry, isn't that just a little bit of...
You think she doesn't lie? You think she isn't bending the truth? What about the puppy killer stuff and the point redistribution thing? She's doing it. You need to do it. End of story.
All right, but I don't like it, though.
You don't have to like it. I like it for both of us.
All right.
You up for some debate training?
Okay, fine.
Good. Point 1. Never answer any question. Every question is merely an opportunity to go to your talking points. Your talking points are these. You're running a positive campaign. Christy's an evil French speller who will destroy the high school.
All right, don't answer the question.
Number 2, doesn't matter what you say as long as you get a zinger in. Something that the voters are gonna remember. Some little moment that effectively destroys Christy. Doesn't have to make any sense at all.
Okay, don't make any sense.
When all else fails, say something totally outrageous and blatantly false.
Right. Are you sure that's the way to debate?
How'd she debate you?
Kind of like that.
How'd she do?
I see your point.
And welcome to our third debate. Everything you wanted to know about the candidates but didn't learn in the first two because you weren't paying much attention. I'm Kylie, and once again, we will be bringing you the action. With 5 days left to the election, the race has begun to tighten. Let's welcome Mark Davenport and Christy Martin.
Christy, Christy, Christy.
Objection! Objection! I say we enter in a separate chant for Mark! 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 Anyone? A separate chant for Mark!
All right then, let's get to it. The first question is for Mark. If you had to eliminate one of the school subjects, which would you eliminate and why?
Thank you for the question, Kylie, and I will gladly answer it. But first, I would like to say thank you to this wonderful school and the members of our audience. You are the blood of democracy. Without your participation in this grand American experiment, our nation and our school wouldn't function. As to eliminating one of the programs, I say we need to look at each subject individually, see what's working and what's not, and make our decision from there.
Christy.
I would also like to show a little support to the troops. Can you join me for a round of applause?
Christy, your response?
Thank you. I would also like to take this time to thank the troops. Can we have another round of applause for them?
You may say you support the troops, but I don't see you wearing a flag tie.
I don't wear ties because I'm a girl.
I'm sure the brave men and women fighting overseas will be glad to hear that the candidate can't support them because she's a girl.
I just said that I supported the troops.
It's one thing to say it, it's another to wear a flag tie. Is it also possible that you don't want to be supporting the troops because you would rather be supporting the French Foreign Legion?
And time's up. Next question.
He didn't give me time to respond.
I'm sure in your socialist economy, everyone has the same amount of time. But here in America, we allocate time by the free market. Don't blame the winners.
Next question for Christy. What should be done to instruct us and unruly students?
I'm glad you asked this question. And I would like to say that I do support the troops, and that is why I'm wearing this flag pin here. And I'd like to point out that making a tie out of a flag is actually desecrating a flag, and therefore the brave men and women dying for our freedom would be horrified to know that Mark's tie even exists.
Can I respond to that?
As for unruly students, we have to do whatever we have to do.
Time's up. Mark?
I find your tie comment so laughable, I'm not even going to address it. I'm actually going to answer the question, which you failed to do. Listen to what she said. Do whatever we have to do. What does that mean? Torture? Is that what it means, Christy?
No, I'm opposed to torture.
Because you're weak. You're not committed to a safe school. I say, if we have to torture some graffiti artists, I'm not afraid to authorize it.
Maybe in Mark's insane universe, the student body president has the power to torture students. But in my world, where we respect the school constitution, that decision is left up to the police.
What world would that be? France?
France isn't a world, idiot. It's a country.
For someone who claims not to be from France, you sure know an awful lot about it.
Because I happen to pay attention in my classes.
Oh really? You happen to pay attention? Is it true you've gotten straight A's for the past 3 years?
Can we just stick to the actual?
You know what, Mark? It is true. I do get good grades. Is that some kind of a problem?
No, not a problem at all. You just clearly think you're better than everyone else. That's all.
Oh, I do not think I'm better than everyone else.
Then why get straight A's? I'm sure in your perfect world over there, you know all the answers. But in my world, and the world our student body lives in, we struggle in school. We work hard on our homework. We don't just have straight A's handed to us like some smart little girl. We need to search the internet to cheat on papers, get answers to quizzes from our friends, and not turn our work in on time. We don't even care that much about grades. And that's what our student body wants. Someone who's just like them. Someone who works just as intermittently as they do. Someone who doesn't care about grades, but who cares about life. So if you want some elitist, out-of-touch honor student with perfect hair, then go ahead and vote for Christy. But if you want a normal, salt-to-the-earth, mediocre student, then Mark Davenport is your president.
Can I actually have some time to respond to that?
Technically, you've used your time.
Technically, he used all my time, and now I need extra time.
I'll allow it.
Talk about bias.
You used your time last time.
How can you own time? Have you ever thought about that? Who made you the owner of all time?
Christy, go ahead.
Thank you. My opponent had made a lot of outrageous claims tonight. He doesn't really think much of the intelligence of the voter out there. He wants you to react from your gut and not think about things. But I want you to think about this. First, Mark was for killing puppies. Then, he was against it. He was for a points redistribution plan, but now he's against it. He was for cheating on tests, then he was against it, but now he's for it again. He's for torture today, but when he finds out it's illegal, he'll probably be against it. Do you want someone who changes their mind every 5 minutes, or do you want someone who made up their mind years ago and will never, under any circumstances, change it? Like most of you, I believe what I believe, and no amount of facts or reasons or arguments is ever going to change that. And also, if you volunteer for the Christy Martin campaign, you could win a dream date with me, or a number of really attractive friends of mine who go to other schools in the district. Thank you.
Alright, and now for some instant analysis from our expert analyzer, Chip.
Thanks, Kylie.
Can you tell us what you thought of the debate tonight? Make up our minds for us?
I gotta tell you, I thought Mark came on strong, but ultimately, Christy flattened him in the end. I don't see how he wins this election.
Expectations for Mark were so low.
Well, that's one thing he's got going for him. Because of his horrible performances in previous debates, the fact that he didn't wet himself up there is a huge positive for him. He didn't seem to be the bubbling, idiotic fool we've seen previously. And he did nail her on that tie thing.
Could we call that Flaggate?
No.
Tiegate? Troopgate?
And I happen to like his impassioned defense of mediocrity. I think that's going to resonate with a lot of student voters who don't try very hard at school.
But do they show up to vote?
Not at all. They're too lazy to vote, so they don't really count.
Okay then. Now, to give the appearance of being fair, we'd like to invite our news reporter, Sally. Sally is here to use hip lingo to make it seem like we appeal to the young people.
Check it. Word. Who dat?
So, what did you think of the debate tonight, Sally?
I'm tweeting about it right now and updating my Facebook page. Woo!
But what did you think about the debate?
Oh, I thought Mark looked like a Greek god. Really, really yummy. Hair. Nice hair.
But what about what he said?
He looked great.
I'd say.
Wait, we're getting word that Davenport's campaign is about to hold a press conference.
Awesome. I love their press conferences.
So, my name's Carl. And I
am a member of my campaign staff.
yeah, I'm working with this dude right here. We got some super sweet news for all you junkies out there.
Political junkies.
Ah, yes, political junkies. So, Mark has a new girlfriend, Sasha.
Hi. We're very much in love. Any questions?
What do you see in him?
How did you meet?
How did we meet? Well, that is a story. I was taking a walk amongst my family farm, enjoying the gentle breeze of autumn, when I had seen a deer had just crested a nearby hill. Luckily, I was carrying my pump-action shotgun and hit the beast mid-chest from 40 yards. I said I hit the beast mid-chest from 40 yards. And let me tell you ladies out there, after you have shot and killed one of God's magnificent creatures, you need a man, a real man, to field dress that animal and tie it to the hood of your Jeep. And that's when I heard the sound of hoofs approaching. From my vantage point, I saw him, silhouetted against the setting sun, riding a powerful gray stallion. And his voice, you heard it before, and it rumbled through my core as he said, "Are you in need of some aid?" Then he dismounted and proceeded to remove the shot from the deer's chest using his teeth, and then cleaned that animal like he was sweeping beside bureaucracy. And then he took me to the coast where we danced through sea foam, and he told me about his dreams for the school. Such beautiful, beautiful dreams. And then the saddest part came. He said he was in a tough election and he might not win. And I said, no, it cannot be true. And he said, yes, I'm afraid so. And I said, if there's a world where you don't become student body president, I don't want to live. I'll join my grandmother in heaven and never return to the land of the living. Oh!
Yeah, it was great.
I don't know about you, but that makes me feel a lot better about Mark's campaign.
I never really pegged him for the brigand type.
We'll just have to take that incredibly attractive girl's word for it.
I just find it interesting how Mark has managed to.
She was totally first lady material.
It's not like they're actually married.
But wouldn't that be special?
So, your name's Sasha?
That's my screen name.
Oh, what's your real name?
Let's keep this professional, shall we?
Right.
That was brilliant.
Hey, so after we're done with this whole political thing, could I hire you in public to be my pretend girlfriend? In public?
No.
Alright.
Now we begin Operation Catfight. We send Sasha out on the campaign trail to check out Christy's hair and clothes. Standard female takedown technique.
Which reminds me, I'm gonna need another 10 grand for my hair and clothes.
Take 20 just to be sure.
This is really a little lame, I gotta say.
I'm sorry, what?
Can we just... really? We talk about her hair and clothes.
No, you're a guy. That would sound weird. Sasha goes after her hair and clothes and makeup, skin tone. You know, the important issues. Stop it. I'm so tired of this. I'm trying to have morals and compunctions thing you're doing. You know you're gonna cave, so do us both the favor and cave quick.
But she's not talking about my clothes.
She doesn't have to. Your clothes are not an issue.
But...
You're a guy, okay? There's different standards here. No one cares what you look like. You're aware of this, right? But Christy's female, so her clothes are a serious campaign issue. And the only way to attack her looks are through more attractive female surrogate. You're understanding this, right?
it just seems like a really sexist and superficial way to go after someone.
Right, yes, and your point is what?
I don't know, it just feels low.
Mark, buddy, let me paint you a scenario. You're a guy and the devil walks up and says, "Hey, can I buy your soul for $1 million?" And you're like, "Sure, Mr. Devil, you can have my soul." But then, after you've spent $900,000, you go back to the devil and say, "Hey, I'm not feeling so good about this soul selling stuff. Can I have it back now?" And you know what the answer is? No, Mark, the answer is no.
This is my campaign. Nobody talks about clothes.
But is hair okay?
No hair either.
Skin tone?
No talk about appearances at all, and that's final.
So, is that no a maybe or?
It's It's a no.
Is that a hopeful no, or?
No.
Dang it.
It was all getting away from me. I mean, okay, I had authorized some shady things, but talking about her hair and clothes, come on. I know I have deliberately twisted her record a bit, but at least I didn't call her a puppy killer or something. Somewhere inside of me, I wanted to be a decent person running a decent campaign. How are you supposed to be elected president if you're a lying, cheating jerk? Okay, that seems to be a prerequisite, but I didn't want to be that. I wanted to be different. If being president means you have to descend into the depths of the slime just to be elected, then I don't want to be president.
Right, I want a full-out media blitz. I don't want anyone to be able to turn on the TV without seeing our ads. Right, I want them on every channel. I don't care how much it costs.
Sherry, can I talk to you?
Right, real giraffes from Africa. Find it. I don't care, see if Spielberg's available.
Sherry!
Right, I want all the Kardashian sisters. Kim, that other one, and that other one no one likes. I want them all in campaign.
Sherry!
Hold on a second. Yes?
I'm quitting the campaign.
I'll call you back, Jims. I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said I'm quitting the campaign.
Oh, okay, I thought that's what you said. Have you lost your mind?
No, I've regained my senses. I wanted to be president so I could make a difference in this school.
You wanted to be president so it would look good on your college applications.
Yeah, that too, but I've had enough. I don't want to be president anymore. Let Christy win. Call off your ads, I'm not gonna run, and you're fired.
No.
It's my campaign. I say you're fired.
You can fire me, but you can't fire Rise Up Presley. You're already on the ballot. You're gonna win this.
You are Rise Up Presley.
No. Rise Up Presley is a nonpartisan political action committee unaffiliated with your campaign. We're not legally allowed to coordinate.
But your candidate isn't running anymore, so coordinate that.
You think Rise Up Presley needs you to do anything? You think anyone's gonna vote for you because of your sparkling personality or your 3.5-point plan? No one cares about that, Mark. They care about Flash. We're gonna steamroll Christy Martin and you're gonna win this, whether you like it or not. So you go ahead and quit. But you remember who won the election. Look, the ads are starting.
Storm clouds are gathering over Presley High School. The time has come. An evil is rising against us in the east. An evil named Christy Martin.
They can take our lives, but they can never take our freedom!
Stupid American. We have ways of making you enjoy our European socialism.
When election day comes, will you be ready? Paid for by Rise Up Presley.
Breaking news. Kim Kardashian has just endorsed Mark Davenport for student body president.
So has Kourtney Kardashian and that other one.
And if there's anything we know about Kim, it's her integrity. And she would never, ever do anything just because she was getting paid a giant pile of money.
And in other news, if you sign up as a Davenport supporter, you'll get access to the new Kim Kardashian, Kourtney Kardashian, and that other one's swimsuit calendar set in beautiful Maui.
It got crazy. Christy's Super PAC started buying time during American Idol, and every other ad on TV was one for us. I couldn't stand it.
Mark Davenport claims to have a vision for the school, but will his vision be a nightmare?
Hi there. I'm Mabel Davenport. I'm Mark's Meemaw. He was such a darling little baby. So cute nose. And the most adorable toes you've ever seen. Which is why I'm particularly disappointed in what he's become today. Students of Presley High, if you want real leadership, don't vote for my grandson. Vote for Christy Martin instead. Thank you.
Meemaw,
Oh, hi, Marky Mark.
how could you endorse Christy?
Meemaw's gotta pay some bills, baby.
I'm not even running anymore, but really?
Global warming, overpopulation, AIDS, earthquakes, Christy Martin, volcanoes. One of these things means that our civilization as we know it. Do you really want to take the chance that it's Christy Martin, paid for by Rise Up Presley?
All right, enough. Everybody, I'd like to make a statement. I'm not running for president anymore. I'm done. I've quit. I don't want to be president. Seriously, I wanted to run an honest, positive, decent campaign. But now I'm stuck in the middle of this slime. I don't want any part of it. I don't want any part of Rise Up Presley. I don't want to be elected. I can't actually get my name off the ballot at this point, so just don't vote for me. Please, vote for Christy instead. I'm sure she'll do a great job. She's a straight-A student and nice to look at and all, so just vote for her. I repeat, don't vote for me. Vote for Christy. Thank you.
A stunning development in the election of the century.
I've got 2 words, Kylie. Game changer.
No doubt, no doubt. In fact, we decided to go to a group of undecided voters to see what they thought. So, how does Mark's decision to endorse Christy affect your vote?
I love him. I love everything about Mark. I'm totally voting for him.
I'm still a Christy supporter. Big Christy supporter. Don't leave me, Christy! I love you!
So, if you're planning on not voting for Mark, could you please stand up? Don't you notice that everyone is sitting down? Doesn't that put you on the spot? Doesn't that exert enough peer pressure on you to make you change your mind? Well, there you have it, Chip. With just 2 days before the election, recent polls have showed that Mark Davenport has surged into a lead.
That wasn't actually a poll, Kylie.
Shut up, Chip.
Davenport, Davenport, Davenport.
Guys, come on, stop chanting my name. This isn't a ploy to actually be elected. I don't want to be elected. I just can't get my name off the ballot at this point. Seriously, no, don't cheer. I'm not going to be your president.
Finally, you're the candidate we've been looking for.
I can't solve the school's problems. The student body president doesn't even have that much power.
A candidate that finally speaks the truth.
You know, I still really do love Christy. But I kind of like you too, Mark.
Go home, get out of here. I hate you all.
Man, you are brilliant.
No, I'm really not.
Like, I never would have even thought about fake quitting the campaign, you know?
I'm not fake quitting the campaign. I'm actually quitting the campaign.
Sure you are.
No, I am.
Well, your ads are still running.
I hate my ads.
Brilliant.
This isn't an act, Carl. I don't want to win this way.
But you're winning this way. The latest poll has you up by 40 points. This election's gonna be a landslide.
Carl, I really don't want to win.
And that's why you're winning. Genius. I should apply this to dating.
I would like to take this time to thank everyone out there who has supported me. And at this point, 1 day before the election, I'd like to say that I'm quitting the race. Please, do not vote for me. Vote for Mark. He's run a very positive campaign, and I have the utmost respect for him. And that's why I want you all to remember to vote for Mark tomorrow. Thank you.
No way.
She's a total liar.
She totally just outquit you.
She didn't outquit me. I quit first.
Yeah, but then that doubled down on the quitting. She totally just blew you out of the water with that.
She's not. Carl, I really don't want to win.
Neither does she, except more.
Ugh. And that's when it occurred to me. After all the madness, I finally had a chance to do something different. Do you know what the voters were responding to? Honesty. Finally, after all this time, the voters were responding to honesty. They wanted someone real, not someone who's going to spend millions of dollars on misleading ads and crazy debate tricks. They just wanted someone to get up there and tell them the truth. After all that, and if I can just tell the truth, maybe I can still win without losing my soul.
You wanted to talk to me?
Yeah, I wanted to apologize for all those ads that said a vote for you was a vote for the apocalypse. That was totally inappropriate.
Thanks, and I meant to apologize about the puppy killer stuff. I know you just misspoke.
And I know you're not French.
Thanks, I hired this girl to be my campaign manager, and all of a sudden I had all this money.
Me too. I hired someone to be my campaign manager, and she just got out of control.
Right? I should have just said, Sherry, I want this campaign to be about the issues.
Me too. I should have. Sherry,
Yes.
your campaign manager is named Sherry.
Yeah.
Slick lady about this tall, Sherry McMasters.
That's her.
She's my campaign manager too.
What? She came up to me and said that she had a lot of corporate money to support my campaign.
That's what she told me.
Do you know what this means?
No.
It means she's trying to buy both of us. She's trying to buy the whole election for herself. That whoever wins would be obligated to do whatever she says.
Why would she do that?
I don't know, but we cannot let her win.
Right. But how do we go about that?
We have one more debate where we only speak the truth.
Yeah, right. 100% truth.
And welcome to our fourth and final debate. On the day before the election, Mark Davenport and Christy Martin are in a dead heat after each of them endorsed their opponent. Now, once again, they have reversed course and are back in the race. This is the bloodbath we have all been waiting for, folks. No punches will be pulled, no hair will be unpulled. By the end of this debate, one candidate will be gutted and dying like a speared fish upon the stage, while the other dances triumphantly over their bleeding carcass. It will be a reign of carnage. Frogs will drop from the sky, and the dead will walk. And now, we debate. Glad to see you again.
Thanks for having me.
It's great to be here, Kylie.
Let's dispense with the nicety, shall we? And just get right to the fighting. If one of you feels the need to physically confront the other, throw a punch. Maybe kick someone in the head. Violence is totally permitted here.
I don't really think it's going to come to that.
Oh, we'll see. Mark, you first. You quit, and now you're not quitting.
Yes.
Was it because of the relentless negativity of Chrissy's attack machine?
No.
She's a terrible person, isn't she?
No. I quit because I lost control of my message. But I'm back in because I discovered the voters out there are hungry for the truth.
The truth that Christy is a terrible person.
No, they just wanted someone to tell them the truth about what they're going to do.
Christy, your response. Does this Mark's decision to quit and then unquit make him a flip-flopper and a loser?
Not really.
But mostly a flip-flopper, right?
No, I think it's understandable.
Understandable? Alright then. Mark, what's the worst thing about your opponent?
I don't really think there's anything bad about Christy, to be honest with you. I still think she would make a great president.
Christy, now's your chance. Strike.
I think Mark has integrity and is generally a good person.
Okay, moving on. Mama wants some red meat. Come on, blood, gas, something! Christy, which of your opponent's policies will destroy the school?
Well, honestly, I don't like the idea of having junk food in the school vending machines. I think it would lead to a bigger obesity problem.
That's it?
Yeah,
You think his junk food idea is bad?
but not like world-ending bad, just slightly bad.
Your response, Mark?
To be honest with you, I was just talking out of my rear end with that. I don't think the student body president has power to make contracts with vending companies. Since I wouldn't have had the power to make that change, there's really no chance I could implement it. I just thought, hey, people like junk food. In fact, if you think about it, all of our campaign platforms are kind of silly because the student body president is largely a powerless figurehead.
So which of her policies will destroy the school?
Well, her plan to eliminate football doesn't seem like a good idea.
Yeah, I just said that because I don't like football. I really don't think I would have any power to eliminate it whatsoever.
Don't you think her not liking football is a little un-American?
No, not really.
Maybe a little French?
She's not actually French. That's a lie on my part.
How do you feel about the fact that Mark is a liar, Christy?
It happens, you know? We've both said some things that are largely untrue, but we wouldn't lie if the public didn't fall for it so much. I mean, if they actually took the time to investigate the issues, instead of just listening to crazy ratings-driven media programs, they could actually take the time to fact-check what we said. The problem is that you're just looking for a headline, and the voters are too lazy to make up their own minds. If they actually educated themselves, then we wouldn't have to lie to them.
So you're saying the voters are lazy, ignorant morons?
Well, some of them.
Doesn't that sound a little French to you, Mark?
I mean, yes, that does sound like a French attitude, but there's really nothing wrong with France. It's a nice country.
Mark just said France was nice. Come on, Christy.
France is nice. They're just snooty sometimes.
Mark, strike now. Slaughter her.
I don't.
She likes France. Come on, Mark.
I just.
Mark, what else have you lied about?
Well, I don't actually have a super hot girlfriend. I never field dressed a deer, and I didn't go dancing through seafoam or whatever. My campaign just hired her to pretend she was going out with me. She's just an actress.
You paid an actress to pretend to be your girlfriend, to make it seem like you're cooler than you actually are?
Yeah, pretty much.
Christy,
Yes.
finish him.
Mark has just admitted that he paid a girl to pretend to be his girlfriend, and that is a pretty terrible thing to do. I mean, even if we're telling the truth here, and the truth is that it shows how horrible of a student body president Mark would be, because he's weak and easily manipulated. How would he stand up to the principal or to the school board if all it takes is a little political pressure to force him into pretending that he's in love with some actress from Los Angeles, when the truth is that he is so lame and so unpopular that he can't even get a date in the first place?
Yes, listen to your hate. It makes you strong.
I'm lame and unpopular. Oh, I'm sorry. Has anybody seen Christy's yearbook photo from last year? Well, I happen to have it right here. Look at her. Look at her. Who would vote for this girl? Nobody would. That's why she had to have an extreme makeover paid for with corporate money. So if you want to vote for someone who would spend all of her time at the salon, then go ahead and vote for this money-grubbing, latte-sipping Frenchie.
Yes, come to the dark side.
This coming from someone who threatens to kill puppies if you don't vote for him.
At least I don't often go on dates with people who vote for me.
That's because nobody would vote for you.
Oh, that's it.
Strike her down. Take your weapon, Mark, and strike her down.
Are you all right? Christy, are you okay?
Voters of Presley High School, if Mark would do this to a defenseless girl, what would he do to your puppies?
And that's all the time we have for the debate tonight. Thank you, and good night.
Well, in one more day, this will all be over, so I can go back to being myself. But there was one more campaign ad.
Hello. My name is Carl Merriweather. And until recently, I was the campaign manager for Mark Davenport. Tonight we witnessed a debate between two candidates who thought that they were telling the truth. But the truth, one is an elitist, unattractive girl who wants to eliminate football, and the other, a dangerously unhinged sociopath, willing and capable of killing dog babies. That's why I am running as a third-party candidate. A vote for Carl is a vote for sanity. And also, meet my new girlfriend.
I was pretending to love Mark, but it's really been Carl this entire time.
Thank you, Presley High School.
Paid for by Onward Presley, a nonpartisan political action committee.
Told you not to cross me. Told Christy the same thing.
Carl.
People seem to like him, and the two leading candidates were hopelessly damaged. Well, I gotta go. Onward Presley's running up the VFW for our victory party.
Can I ask you one question first?
Shoot,
Where did the money come from?
does it matter?
Just curious.
I thought it was pretty obvious. Well, you never were that smart. Who has the most to gain from this election?
I don't know. Is it like a natural gas company that wants to drill under the school or something?
No.
It was me.
You?
Ratings are through the roof, and we've made a killing on this election. Oh, and we've been secretly filming you, and we planned it. air the footage as a reality TV show next fall.
You can't put me on TV without my permission.
Oh, but we have your permission. You know that candidate entry form you signed? Well, if you read the fine print, you'd know that we have permission. You gave us permission to do whatever we wanted with your storyline in the future.
Well, we gotta go.
Yeah, I'm running live coverage for 12 hours straight. It's gonna be awesome.
See ya.
Wow.
You heard all that?
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry about stabbing you in the back tonight.
I think you stabbed me in the front, but then I shot you.
That might win you some votes from the boys, though.
Probably. You want to watch the returns?
Sure.
And with 17% of the classroom reporting, last-minute candidate Carl Merriweather is leading the votes with 97%, Mark Davenport in second place with 3%, and Christy Martin in last place with 0.
Wow.
Wow. Not even one vote.
Cheer up. They haven't counted all the votes yet. They still haven't counted mine.
How do you know that?
Because I voted for you.
Really?
Well, I wasn't voting for Carl, and I'm dangerously unhinged, so at least you got 2 votes.
How do you figure?
You voted for yourself, right?
No, I forgot to vote, and I was really leaning towards Carl in the end. He made a very impressive case.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, since I'm the only one who voted for you, that means I get to go on a date with you, right?
All right.
Cool. Wouldn't it be great if all elections ended like this?
With the candidates from both parties going out at the end?
Yeah.
That would be pretty great.
Riley.